This is my run for the platinum. I'm going to start in Inferno mode with a bunch of bonuses. For this one, if you're trying to get the platinum for Inferno, to make it the easiest, you'll probably want the infinite rocket launcher, the 2 hip pouches. The bolt cutter and lockpin aren't really needed, but they'll help you get to specific locations faster. And you'll want the STARS field combat manual, the 2 assault points, and 2 iron defense coins. So the first section of the Inferno run is kind of boring. It's just a whole bunch of events that you have to press buttons at a specific time. It's not really that difficult. I'm just going to skip every cutscene just to save time, just in case. So from here, you'll want to go to the bathroom. And then you'll see a small cutscene where you see Jill for the first time, which we are going to skip. And I'm also playing with the Jill Resident Evil STARS costume, just for the hell of it.
Who could that be? What the hell is that thing? Gotta get out of here.
Again, the first part of this game is kind of boring, kind of hard to mess up, so...
No way.
I say that, but at this point, if you don't do something correct, it'll catch up to you and you'll die. But once you pass this pillar right here, just wait, and it becomes a cutscene. You can skip.
Jill? Over here!
Brad! How'd this all happen so fast?
I don't know. One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like Arclay on steroids. Hey! Hey, wait! Down here! Damn it!
We gotta be dreaming. How could this many people be infected?
Once you get to this point, it becomes a little trickier though, since you'll only have 5 bullets once you pick up the gun. With that, you have to pass by 2 zombies to get to specific objectives. This specific one you can ignore. But then this one you can either perfect dodge or just down him fast enough.
Parking garage. Got it. Sir, are you
I find that the Inferno run has 2 actually difficult places.
Hey, come on.
This is one of them in the beginning where you have very limited ammo and you can't use the infinite rocket launcher. And the other one is the final nemesis fight where if you get hit once you're practically dead. I'm just going to pick up that ammo to down the second zombie that will cause us grief later. Once you press the button on the elevator, this is the second encounter, and this one is slightly difficult as you have to back off right away. And that's done, so now we'll do the little Nemesis QTE.
turn, bitch!
That just happens sometimes. Really strange. Normally you wouldn't want to press continue, as any time spent doing that will be added to the final tally. But in this case it's right in the beginning, so I don't think it'll matter too much. Oh, yes, it will. That's really far back actually. Yeah, that Nemesis part, it's happened to me probably 3 times total, and I'm not quite sure why. Want to pick up the phone again?
What the hell is that thing? Gotta get out of here. What the hell? No way. Okay.
And this probably. Oh, with this game I kind of really like how we see
Brad,
how the outbreak affects everybody and what's going on in the background, as
this
is,
all happened so
whereas in
fast.
Resident Evil 2, we're kind of just thrown in near the end of it, where all the chaos is already finished.
It's like Arklay on steroids. Hey! Hey, wait! Down here! Damn it!
We've gotta be dreaming. How could this many people be infected? I'm sorry.
Inferno, the zombies are way more aggressive, so they'll chase you down a lot more than normal.
Sir, are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The
take
only
you there.
safe place is in here!
Shit!
try this section again.
Come on. Start, damn it! It's my turn, bitch!
Alright. We're safe here. And at this section, we just back off a little before Carlo shoots rocket launchers at him. That, and that's basically done. So now we can pick up the rocket launcher and all our medals.
Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit that closed this? Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. UBCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? Look, you don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on, it's this way.
And he suddenly comes faster than us.
Okay, first things first. We need to get you geared up. Head up to street level. You'll find supplies there.
All right.
Also in this game, if you press pause during any of the radio conversations in the square, you can just skip it, which then will let you run faster again. Green herbs for later. Our first hit pouch, and the lightning hawk. When there's for a red herb. Find that later. And over here, I'll pick up the 2 hit pouches that we bought from the store, as well as all the weapons we'll need. We won't be needing the knife or the gun in this playthrough, but I will be taking the infinite rocket launcher, the iron defense coins, and the assault coins. I'll also take the hot dodger, not the hot dodger. I'll also take a recovery coin just in case, and the STARS combat manual, as well as the bolt cutter and the lockpick. That. The way I'm going to be organizing this is just for quicker access to the key items. We also really won't be needing the lightning hawk. Out. This zombie right here. And then once we round this corner, we'll blow up a group of them. Right here, and kill this other one that opens the gate. You'll want to blow up this box just so that you don't mess with the barrel later. And I'm just going to cut this bolt for a high-grade gunpowder for now. And this full heal that we might need at some point. And I'm just going to pick this lock, as I believe it gives you mag ammo. Right here. Let's run over here to initiate the little cutscene. And then at this part, you'll want to be kind of near the outside, as if you're too close to the barrel, the zombie will be too close to you and he'll lunge at you right away. Down here to kill all the zombies playing dead. And we're going to go through the donut shop. Oh, right. There's a zombie behind that door. So I'm just going to go around. Save. I'm also not going to pick up any weapon upgrades, as really you don't need them because you have the rocket launcher. And then there's a lady who attacks you right there. That rocket will blow her up. Shoot down here to kill these two. And then you can run right into the metro rail. Apparently shoot here. Save. And then there is a zombie in that door. Here, have chill talk
This must
about
be the
it.
subway company's offices.
Then you can run back to where you previously were to put in the fire hose. The zombie that was blocking our door. Gonna put some things away really quick. Pick up this green herb. There. Pick up that green herb. I'm also going to pick up one of the chests that we'll need later on. Just to get another hip pouch. They'll come to life later. And here's a fancy box. If I remember where the other two fancy boxes are, they should be in the area with the little spider things. I'm trying to remember. Should be. Oh, it's in the supermarket, and we'll get that later. Probably when we run from Tyrant. Or, sorry, Nemesis.
Gotta put this out.
This. Very bolt cutter, so we're fine.
Is someone in here?
Going to open up this for another heal. Once we get into the little power station, there will be 3 zombies we'll have to take care of. One will be right around the corner. As soon as we open the door. One should be behind this corner. And the last one is up here. He is laying down currently, but there. Still taken care of as well. Another red herb. Fine. This. Now we'll be taking care of the spider
Smells
section
like-
of the game.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Get it? Gross.
I usually just pick up this green herb as a precautionary measure, as if you're grabbed by the spider, they'll inject you with little maggots, and you'll have to take green herb to get rid of them.
Here we go.
Take a quick look behind you, you're safe. Pull the panel. Every time you pull a panel, a few more spawn. Like that. My health, I'm fine still. We have one spot for the box we'll need. This door. The second jewel box will be right up here to your right. And here is the final power switch. Once you flip this panel and walk forward a little, 3 spiders will show up and break that wall for you. Take it. Cheat. Herb. Forward a little, and you are going to run back out.
Okay. All that leaves is the main power switch.
Right. From here, Nemesis will start chasing you down, so we'll have to do everything somewhat quickly, and we'll have to take Nemesis down right off the bat. With the rocket launcher, good to go. If you're playing on a normal difficulty, or you don't have the infinite rocket launcher, the first item he drops, I believe is the extended mag for the pistol, and the second item he drops is a suppressor that increases critical hit chances for the pistol. The other 2 drops that he drops aren't really worth it, as they're just ammo. I'm just shooting these zombies so I don't have to deal with them later. Normally we'd want to go into the railroad station, but I'm going to do a quick stop by the supermarket to pick up our last jewel.
Okay, back again.
This guy. And do a quick puzzle.
All right, where are we headed?
The train is stopped at Redstone Street. We need to reach Fox Park Station.
FA,
Can you program that?
RA,
Hey, I'm Super Cop.
SA.
Consider it done.
Valid route confirmed.
Carlos, it's me. I finished inputting the subway route.
Chill, you are amazing. Tough as nails, too. Hurry back to the station. We'll make sure the subway's ready to depart.
Guy.
What the fuck?
And then some more of those little head zombies will drop from right here. And here. Shoot these guys so they don't pop up later. And then once you run out this door, Nemesis is right there. And we should have free run, just run back to the subway from here. Those guys, they and I'm gonna take out 3 jewels just so I can grab the hip pouch. And we won't be needing any of those. You won't be needing the wire cutter anymore, so we are good to go on those. And I'll take out a few healing things just in case. And we are done with this section of the game. From here, we'll have to go down to the subway line where Nemesis will again chase us.
Come on, you creepy ass stalker! You want stars?
Once you down him, you have a lot of time, so you won't really need to panic or anything. We'll just go over here, break this grate 3 times, and you'll be into the sewers. Normally that's a safe room, but at this stage of the game we don't need to use a safe room yet. Since we're going for the S rank, the first save I want to do is right before the first Nemesis fight.
What was that?
You'll basically want to save before every boss fight.
Oh god. I'm definitely burning these clothes.
I'm just gonna go this way. As a force of habit, I'm gonna take out this guy. Normally you'd go this way to grab the grenade launcher. Since we don't need it this time, we'll continue to the left path. Careful here, as there's a gamma right behind that waterfall. The rocket launcher, everything just goes down in one hit, besides Nemesis. Grab the berry pack. Go. Another gamma will pop up right here. I'm gonna be honest, I find that really silly that Jill can't just open that door and then take the battery pack back out. Once we open this door, we'll grab our battery pack again, and we can go grab our second pouch. From here, we really shouldn't have any more issue with inventory management. Here we're closing in on our first Nemesis boss fight. The reason we're saving before the Nemesis boss fight isn't really for the boss, but for the section right after where he has a rocket launcher. As if you mess that up, you'll have to restart the whole game, and no one wants that.
It can use weapons? I gotta get out. Quick.
Really, this is just a running away section. It's kind of hard to mess up, so there's not much to say here. That Nemesis. I find it weird how they did add a small cutscene on that jump though. You'd think she could just jump right over that. Right, from here, I'll take out the last recovery coin just as a precautionary measure. And I'll also take out the light lock just because I like the gun itself. Oh, before we go up, we should save. Our Inferno run. So this fight's pretty simple. We just shoot him a few times and he should go down fairly quickly.
It's still kicking?
That's why we saved. And we are done with that boss fight.
Carlos, it's Jill.
Some of you might recognize this next area as it's right outside the police station in Resident Evil 2. And we're going straight to Kendo's gun shop. Alright, this section of the game is actually fairly tricky. So, this guy really quick. And we're going to have another confrontation with Nemesis. From here we have to be careful not to be hit by rockets, as well as not be hit by whatever he throws at us.
Rocket launcher? Really?
Okay, this guy really quick. Turn around, make sure Nemesis doesn't throw. Get out of us. Safe around this corner. Down him right there. And just run all the way to the end. This can be kind of tricky, as if you get run over by the giant head, it's instant game over. So you'll have to run right away. And once you kind of make it down here, just dodge all the way to the right. And then you can run straight back. Nemesis will drop down right there. And you'll be completed with the first section of Jill, and we'll play Carlos in the RPD area.
Carlos, I know we didn't get off to a great start, but thanks for the save.
Hey, you saved my ass first. You're a hell of a lot braver than me.
Well, what matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
Yeah. Hey, you'll be safe.
What about you?
From the sound of it, I won't be catching the train.
Why not?
No, there'll be new orders. If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
All right, keep your head screwed on, Romeo. This is the police station.
You sure? It looks like a cemetery to me. Come get some!
Kind of forgot about that. Perfectly honest. Yeah, once you get grabbed in Inferno, you're basically done, and you're not surviving. If you don't have the defense amulets. If you die, you don't want to press continue, as all that time you spent gets added to your final tally. So you'll just want to quit and reload whatever the last save you had was. In my case, it is right before the first fight.
All right, let's do this. Still kicking?
And Inferno becomes a lot easier once you remember where all the zombies spawn. I honestly can't imagine trying this game mode without any of the shop items. I feel like that'd be a miserable experience, or it could be really fun.
launcher? Really?
I'm basically just trying to run where I'm not in this line of sight at all. Alright, let's be honest about something here. This right here is probably the silliest thing about this game. The fact that you have to run from a giant toy head.
This is insane.
Jill! This way!
Carlos, I know we didn't get off to a great start, but thanks for the save.
Hey, you saved my ass first. You're a hell of a lot braver than me.
Well, what matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
Yeah. Hey, you'll be safe.
What about you?
From the sound of it, I won't be catching the train.
Why not?
No, there'll be new orders. If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
All right, keep your head screwed on, Romeo. This is the police station.
Alright, let's
sure?
see if I don't
It
this
looks
one
like
up
a
again.
cemetery to me. Come get some! Leave it! Come on! Where'd that cop go?
Don't know, don't care. We got a job to do.
Oh, before I do that, let's pick up
Our
the two
intel's
pouches
still
that we
worth a
bought from
damn,
the
then
store.
Bart is in the STARS office. Let's find him and take him into custody.
And store every weapon besides the ones we soul coin. Basically everything similar to whatever Jill had.
Custody? I thought this was a rescue.
Carlos, take a look at this. I've located the STARS office. Remember, Bard had access to Umbrella's darkest secrets. He knows we'll try to keep him under our thumbs.
So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain. Right. Good to know.
I'll open the shutter so you can get
For
through.
this section, you'll want to
stay
just
here and
hang
find out
out
what's been going
by
on
the
here at the
computer,
station.
as
Call you
he'll
if I
show
find
you
anything.
exactly where the STAR's office is, and he'll open the grate for you.
Be careful.
Yeah. You too, man.
For Carlos's sections, they're generally way easier than Jill's, as he doesn't have that much to do, and they're more action-oriented and not as many puzzles.
What the hell was that thing?
But unlike Jill, you do have to fight lurkers,
Couldn't have been a zombie.
which in lower difficulties and without the infinite rocket launcher can be quite a pain. Take care of that zombie.
Here we go.
Once you round this corner, that same lurker will jump out that window. Take care of him. And let's take care of this guy.
T.
I'm also going to take care of these guys, as within the safe down here, there's another hip pouch. And the combo for this hip pouch is left 9, right 15, left 7. Generally, we don't need this hip pouch, but I generally grab it just because it gives me a little sense of ease. From here, we'll run all the way to the 3rd floor, and then we can grab the key to the evidence locker room. The lurker will come around this corner. And another lurker will be right here. Be careful of the second lurker, as if you don't dodge him properly, he'll lunge at you and slash at you. And for this, all we need is 104. As the other two just give you a grenade and some ammo, and we don't really need those on this run.
One at a time, take a number.
And that's the introduction of the Paleheads for
Seems to be
Carlos.
popular.
They can be quite a pain, so take care of this lurker,
This asshole.
and then take care of the zombies in the back there. We won't really need that green herb, as Carlos has plenty of healing items.
This'll
We'll
take
just
some
grab
time.
this one.
Look around, see if you can find anything useful.
And then we can head straight out.
the only one who made it?
Normally I'd create my second save here, just so that I don't have to do all the Carlos fights again if I mess up by any chance. As well as it's being right before the second Nemesis boss fight.
Carl.
Care of these two first. And take care of the ones hiding within the bunks.
Walker's still alive. I can't stay here.
Also, if you were wondering why save in so many multiple save locations, it's just something I brought over from RPGs where you don't know when you'll need to backtrack again. So might as well create extra saves just in case. This boss fight's probably way easier than the other Nemesis boss fight, as you just shoot him a few times and he goes down. And we're done. Here, just run past him and you'll enter Carlos's section within the hospital.
You're gonna be okay. I promise. Tara. I don't got time for this!
Welcome to the office of
You'll want to grab this tape recorder for later.
Dr. Nathaniel Bard. Please state your business clearly into the intercom.
And from here, you'll want to grab the key first. So you'll want to jump down into the first level, right out this window. I just grabbed the tactical grip since I'm so used to grabbing it in all the other playthroughs. But the key, you can jump out the first window right there to grab the tactical key, and that's just around the corner. So within the hospital, Carlos first has to grab the key, and the key will let him open up a locker room to get the key card, and then the key card will allow him to get the audio recording that you'll need to put into cassette tape. So it's just a lot of backtracking involved for Carlos. Within here is the employee card. Key here. And it's in this very corner. If you open up that locker, a guy pops out, and it's not really important as you don't have to fight anybody. And in Inferno, all these zombies are now alive, so we'll need to take care of them really quick. And as soon as we walk into this hallway and through that door, the beta hunters will show up, And in my opinion, they're probably the hardest and scariest enemy in this game. Unless you have the rocket launcher. If you want this locker, it gives you the dual mag for the assault rifle. And the combo to that is left 9 and right 3. But in this playthrough, we're not really going to need it, as the assault rifle is garbage compared to the rocket launcher. And then from here we can access the door locked from earlier just by jumping down to the...
All I wanted to know was what the documents were doing in your office in the first place.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm goddamn Nathaniel Bard. I'm the best biologist.
Bard. Is it here? All right, Joe.
With this, we're basically done with Carlos's section. All we have left is the hospital defense, and that is barely... It's really not even a problem with the rocket launcher. But with that, if you want to get the rocket launcher, the best way to farm points is within this hospital section, as there's a section within that defense where you have to set a bomb and protect the front door from zombies. But if you don't set the bomb, the zombies will keep spawning until a bunch of those zombies with that growth on their head appear. And once that happens, you know you're done, as no more will spawn after you take care of those guys. But this section is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is defend from those 4 windows. Later on, one of the beta hunters will appear there. And then eventually all 4 will close. All 4 windows will close, and then you'll have to defend the front door. This section is incredibly straightforward. Overall, this section is actually fairly boring.
Find the breaker. It must
It's
be
probably my least favorite in the game as well. From here, we just have to defend these 4 windows again.
almost got it.
While you're defending, once the shutters get about halfway, a Gam Hunter will appear from that specific window. Sorry, Beta Hunter. And with that, you're basically done with this section, and all we have left is to arm the bomb and blow up this pillar to block the front door.
Maybe you can knock the pillar down with that explosive. I'm on it.
And with this, we are officially done with Carlos, and we'll be with Jill for the rest of the game.
Carlos.
That item anymore. And with that, we'll have the perfect amount for the 3 fuses in the underground portion of this game.
Talking you out of this. Storage facilities underground beneath this hospital. I've lost contact with Carlos, so expect trouble.
Oh, this must be the way underground. How is it no one in the hospital ever noticed all this?
With this section of the game, it's pretty straightforward. But there is a trophy or achievement where you have to collect all 3 fuses within 5 minutes. So if you're going for speed, you'll probably want to run a specific path, as it'll be much quicker. First thing first, you want to activate this lever, just so that that's already traveling down before you kill this tail face. Over here, this. If you're in need of some ammo or equipment, blow up these boxes, and you can go pick up the first fuse. If you're playing on any mode that's not Nightmare or Inferno, you'll have to watch out for dogs, but on this one you'll have to watch out for the Gamma Hunter. But the dogs appear there for the other 3 normal modes. You'll want to blow up that. Take care of this zombie.
Dead end. No, wait.
And then continue through. You could go to the left here to get to a safe room. Just know that there are 3 zombies in there. But for the sake of time and the fuses, we're going to activate this lever. Go across this bridge and down that ladder, where we'll get our second fuse, as well as a somewhat difficult encounter if you're not expecting it. On hardcore, assisted, and normal, once this blows, a bunch of zombies will flood out. But on Nightmare and Inferno, no zombies appear there. As in that box, there are 3 dogs and a Gamma Hunter. Just shoot this right here, and you'll take care of all 4 enemies. That we have our second fuse, and we'll go for our third fuse, which is through the door I originally told you guys about. Door. Take care of these zombies. Want to go through this door and down this ladder, where the fuse will be all the way at the end.
Alright, here goes.
From here we can climb up the ladder, go through the door on the left, which leads right back to that safe room. And from here we can just drop back down, throw in the fuses, and we'll be done with this section.
Shit, he got away.
If you wanted an upgrade to the Lightning Hawk, it's right behind this computer console.
This way.
Right here. This is just an extended barrel, which will increase the damage for your Lightning Hawk. From here, we'll want to run over here.
We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
Doing well on healing items, just in case.
Sure you don't need to stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
Alright, let's get this done.
And with this, we are in the final section of the game. Take care of this zombie. And this palehead. And then I usually grab this note. And then grab the override key.
Override complete.
We're going to go up the stairs first to grab one part of our antidote. Grab that zombie. Also, as a note, if you're missing one of the Charlie dolls, it's right here. That's probably one of the ones you're missing. But once we get one part of the antidote, we will run all the way down the stairs, go back here to the back of the room. Grab this guy. And power on this door.
This must be what powers it.
Just as a heads up, in Nightmare mode, as well as Inferno mode, you'll have to fight all 5 of those beta hunters. Whereas in assisted, normal, and hardcore mode, you'll only have to fight 3 of them. Once we get close to this door, the door will open and you'll want to shoot kind of at the ground. That'll take care of a few of them. Shoot inside just to keep safe, take care of the rest. And you can grab the other portion of the cure right in that cabinet.
An adjuvant sample.
From here, you need to combine them through the menu,
These are combined with antigens to increase
which, by the way,
immune
is
system response.
incredibly unscientific. But I guess so is an infinite rocket launcher. And that's 5. Once we put the vaccine in, there's only 2 more boss fights, and then that's the end of the game. However, the final boss fight's actually fairly tricky on Nightmare mode as well as Inferno mode, as if you get hit, you're basically dead.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
And this is medium, high, low, and you're done. Pick this up. Nemesis will attack you. And then we'll just crawl through this vent. That's our third save, just so that if we happen to die in this next boss fight, we won't have to redo everything since the second boss fight. However, we shouldn't have a problem with this Nemesis boss fight, as he is just as easy as the last time we fought.
Jill, is that...
And here it comes.
Nikolai, where did you go? I have to get that vaccine back.
From here, I save again, just be safe, as the next boss fight is actually fairly difficult if you don't know how to dodge properly. Basically, you'll want to turn around, activate the railgun right away. You should have enough time before he does anything else to grab the railgun,
Now we're talking.
and just fire off a shot. Let's skip that cutscene. From here, a bunch of these little pods will spawn, and that's what will happen if he just attacks you right off the bat. Again, just as a reminder, don't hit continue. Always load the game if you're playing on Inferno mode.
Opening compartment.
Now we're talking.
Once there, once there.
Did you? How about some more?
We're going to want to go for the furthest one, just to be safe at the moment. He'll start moving again, but you should be able to finish before he gets fully up.
Go ahead! I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
Power sources remaining.
You think I don't know how to fuck you up?
If you have 2 defense points, you should be able to take 2 hits. If you only have 1 defense coin, you'll only be able to take 1 hit. And that should be the end of this boss fight.
I am sick of your shit!
Grab the railgun, and we are basically done with the game.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
With this, if you're missing one of the info notes for the trophy or achievement, chances are you're missing one of these or one by the police station. This one is just right here, right before the door. Once you go through the door, we'll have to go up an elevator. From there, we'll do one final shot of the game, and all 3 trophies should pop.
Christine. I hope Carlos managed to stop him. I can still catch him.
Push him right there, and then just skip all the cutscenes, and we should be done with Resident Evil 3. And there is the platinum. And there you guys go. That is the platinum run for Inferno for Resident Evil 3. Have a good day.